What's up, patrons? It's Queen Auset-Heru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of what's this? Magical Minutes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. Now listen. Oftentimes, people come to me and they want to know how they can improve their relationships, their romantic relationships. And one of the things I always tell people is it's easier to have a good relationship and maintain it than it is to have a good relationship, it go downhill, and then try to revive it. You a lot of times can resurrect it, but it's easier to have a good relationship and just keep it that way. Okay? So, one of the things that I found as I was looking through my tomes was that you can keep a relationship happy, loving, it says here, open, peaceful, and happy. And one of the ways that you can do this that could be very helpful to you is by cooking. Now, they call this kitchen magic or a kitchen witch. So what they're recommending is when you first get to know someone that you make meals for the two of you. You make meals frequently, maybe once a day or a couple times a day, however often you see each other. And the important thing about these meals is number one, as you're making them, to play love songs. Play happy love songs. Not the sad ones where your man left you, but the happy ones, the ones where the old ones, from back in the day, like I Want to Take Forever Tonight and Lady in Red and all the beautiful ones, Find a beautiful love song that you really like. And you want to take that and you want to play that while you're cooking to get the vibration going. And then you want to add to whatever you're making. Hopefully it's something that's savory because these are savory herbs. The first one is basil. Basil you can get at any market and you can get it at any dollar store really. You can get basil leaves, you can get dried basil. Either one is going to work. And the second one they prescribe is marjoram. Marjoram. You get basil and marjoram and you put that little, not, I wouldn't say a little bit, I would say like a couple pinches. And when you put it in the food, okay, soups, stews, you can put this over salad, anything that's really savory, you can use basil for and marjoram. I wouldn't use it for anything sweet, like a dessert or something like that, but spaghetti, things like that. And what you do is you start from the east and you sprinkle it in a circle, which would be clockwise. Okay, so you start from the east, which would be, 3 o'clock. Go from 3 to 6 to 9 to 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Go around, sprinkle. I always do it 3 times, power of 3. And that's what you want to use. You got your music going. You're doing your little sprinkle thing. You're sprinkling it in. And this herb, according to legend, these herbs are culinary herbs that are known to enhance the love in a marriage or to keep peace and happiness in a relationship. So it always seems to me that it's great to do this in the beginning, to keep it that way. If you can keep your relationship loving and calm and peaceful, then you won't have no need to get a love spell or something else later, because it can naturally just go and keep that nice flow from your positive kitchen witchery. Okay? And also, these are herbs that are pretty common. The basil people probably already use in like spaghetti sauce, and maybe some other things too. But it's the combination of these two herbs that they said will really be very helpful in this type of situation. So this is great for someone. They said you can add oregano. That's a third one that goes along with these two. So those two specifically, and you could add oregano if you want to. And every time they come around, you make them something that you have, concocted in your little loving kitchen. And this is a great way to keep that relationship in a positive vibration. And it's not unusual to the other person, because if they do come in and you're listening to love songs and making spaghetti, they're not going to think anything of it. Basil, oregano, and marjoram are very common culinary herbs that anybody could have in their cabinet. So it's not like the person will be like, what that is. They won't be suspicious. Sometimes with certain things you do magically, the other person will be very suspicious. But in this case, it's not something like that, and it will keep, a positive vibration. So that's our episode of today's Magical Minutes. And let me know if you're able to use any of these spells. And also let me know other things, other spells, anything, really, anything under the magical umbrella, Magical Minutes, I would be willing to look up for you and get some information for, or some of it I just know at the top of my head. These things that I told you today and the things I've been using a lot of come from this book. It's called the Hoodoo Herb and Root Magic book. And I've been using this because I've been reading it. And along the way, I've been finding all kinds of great information. Next time when you come back, I'll teach you how to make a mojo bag. See you later.